So welcome everyone to our Juice Plus Biz launch. So this call is to basically help, inspire and educate you on what our mission and our products are in the Juice Plus world. My name's Candy and I'm an SSC for the Juice Plus company. I've been with them for over 2.5 years. My background's a personal trainer, and Juice Plus come into my life at the right time when I was really struggling with adult acne because of my PCOS. And I was eating quite well, but I still was lacking, and Juice Plus has just helped bridge that gap, and I now no longer have this hideous acne all over my body. And loads of other great things has happened in this time as well, with a great immune system and more energy and better sleep and less anxiety. So it's a wonder to be able to share, especially as a professional in the fitness industry. And tonight I'm going to be sharing with you about the product, and then you're going to hear some amazing stories from real people just like yourselves, and of how Juice Plus has helped them and their family. And also Susie will be sharing about our mission, our business that is attached to our product, open for everyone as well, and as to why we jump out of bed every single day and what we're creating, and designing our lives. So if you've never heard of Juice Plus, it's been around for over 20 plus years. And it is an amazing way of bridging a gap between what we do eat every single day and what our bodies actually need to thrive. So in Australia, they say we need 2 to 5 servings of fruit and vegetables, and less than 2% of adults is actually getting that. And World Health Organization say 7 to 13 different fruits and veggies into your diet every day. And if you're training, as I do with a lot of my clients need to be eating around 13 to 19 servings of fruit and veg every day. And I know that's not happening. I know even myself, it doesn't happen. So Juice Plus is a really amazing way of bridging that gap between what we do need and what we're getting. So when I say bridging the gap, I'm talking about these amazing capsules, which is our fruit, our veg, and our berries. And when we take our capsules, we're getting in over 29 different whole food variety plants into our systems every single day. Those beautiful produce, all the phytonutrients in that produce is in our blood within 2 to 5 minutes. So there's no digesting. It's just straight into our system, and it's in there ready to go to work at a cellular level. So our farms are absolutely phenomenal. They're second and third generation farms. So we know what's happened in that land all the way down to the soil. Because a lot of our fruit and veggies that we're eating now is completely depleted because there's no nutrients and there's no vitamins and minerals in that soil that they're grown. They're also picked too early. With our Juice Plus product, they actually pick it in the last 2 weeks of ripening, and that's when our bugs and our birds and our bees and nature actually goes to attack it. If you think of when you've had a little strawberry growing on your plant, you're like, I'm going to pick that tomorrow, and you go out and it's been taken. Nature's not stupid. They know when to eat things. So Juice Plus understand that, and that's when we pick our produce, because that's when it is the most dense with the nutrition that we need to thrive. It's a really quick process. Within less than 6 hours, it is basically snap frozen. It is taken to, it's blended up. So picture all of it's chucked into a big blender. And that is including the skin, the seeds, the pith, the flesh, the stem, the leaves. A lot of the nutrients in our fruit and veggies is a lot that we don't eat. Our biflavonoids and our never say the word right, but a lot of the good stuff we're not actually eating. So Juice Plus chuck all of it in, they blend it, they dry it at low temperatures to keep the enzymes alive, which helps our gut, and then they encapsulate the powder into a vegan capsule. So it's tested for 4 times throughout this process for any herbicides, pesticides, fungicides, molds, heavy metals, any detectable gluten. And they've never had one recall in over 20 plus years. So that's phenomenal. And I don't actually know many other companies that have, especially in the nutraceutical world, that have never had a recall. In our fruit and veggies, we've got things like cabbage, kale, broccoli, tomato, garlic, spinach, beetroots. You've got all your berries, black currants, bilberries, blackberries, artichoke, cranberries, pomegranate. Fruit blend has your papaya, your peaches, your pineapples, your beets, your prunes, acerola cherries, which is the highest vitamin C content you can get in a plant. So you're just not going to be eating that. I know myself. I know I don't get all of that in my day-to-day eatings every single day. We talk about eating a rainbow, and that's what Juice Plus is. When I hold this up, it's this beautiful rainbow. Every person, every adult who orders our fruit and veg also gets the kids' free product. So we also take that powder that's in our capsules and we put it into a gummy that can be for children and also adults who can't handle the tablets. They're not that big, but some people just don't like it. But they put them into these really yummy, healthy lollies, and every child, also every adult can sponsor a child from the age of 4 to 18 for free for not just a month or 4 months or a year, but up to 4 years. So they are all about making a massive impact for health right across the family. They talk about being a company with a heart, and that's exactly what they are, because they understand it starts from a young age. Parents are struggling to get their kids to eat anything other than white food. Hands up who has that issue with their kids sometimes. I've got so many clients and family members that are like, they just want to eat bread and cheese and chippies. That's it. Amen. Like, kids are kids, right? The other thing that we also have is our macronutrition. So this is what our plate should look like when we serve up. So it should look like 60% of beautiful plant-based carbohydrates, our vegetables and our fruits and all that beautiful, colourful rainbow plants. Then you need about 30% plant-based proteins. So in our vegan, this is a vegan, dairy-free, gluten-free product. So there's your amaranth and your quinoas and all your ancient grains. We also have 3 forms of protein, which is your pea, your rice, and your soy. So it's really getting this amazing blend of plant-based protein into your diet every single day. And then you've got your beautiful 10%. When you're looking at a meal, you need your 10% fat. So you can have this by itself, or you can brew it into a big shake and add, your udos oils and your nuts and your seeds and your fruit and veggies to it as well. Or you can just have it on water or coconut water. So this is your fuel. This is what you're feeding your body to give you the energy, whereas these babies are like your oil, or I call them the Army, Navy, and the Air Force. They're your defense. They're working at a cellular level to go to work and protect you day in, day out. So it's the most researched product of its kind on the planet. And people kind of go, really? That's massive? Hand on my heart, it is. We've got over 33 double-blind, gold standard, peer-reviewed studies done by leading universities across the world on things like immune system, DNA protection, cardiovascular disease, gum health. What else have we got? There's so many these days, I have to think. There's other ones coming out now on obesity and more dental care, and it's been tested over and over. So there's not just one study on immune system. There's over 6, and lots on oxidative stress and reducing inflammation. And let's be honest, guys, hands up if you know someone who has an issue or a disease in their body that's based from inflammation, like arthritis, or diabetes, or asthma, eczema, psoriasis, cancers, like our hands are all staying up. So we all understand that our world is getting sicker. We're getting more and more educated on health, but we're still getting sicker and sicker. So that's why I just love sharing Juice Plus, because it is bridging that gap of what we need, our bodies need to thrive every single day. and compared to what we're getting. So as I said, the stories is what melts my heart. So I'm going to ask Kiara if you can take yourself off mute to share your story, my darling.
Sure. Hey, everyone. My name's Kiara. I'm a sales coordinator with the Juice Plus company. I've been with the company for about 1.5 years, nearly 2 years, I guess, seeing as you've been 2 years, Can. And initially when Candy told me about Juice Plus, I was pretty cynical. I had tried a lot of different supplements in my time. About 5 years ago, I was polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had pre-cancer in my cervix. I had adrenal exhaustion, and I was pretty anxious and pretty depressed as well. There was a lot going on in my body. And when Candy told me about the products, I'd already been on a very long journey, tried a lot of different practitioners and a lot of different products. So I was resistant, to say the least. But I did a little bit of research, and when Candy explained to me that it wasn't like an isolated synthetic multivitamin that you buy from a chemist or even from a naturopath that makes your wee go bright yellow and you feel like you're literally pissing your money away, and it was just food, I thought, well, hang on. I've been to the health food shop and I've seen tubs of, certain powders. And so that made sense to me, because it was like, well, that's a good way to top up what you're not getting out of your food. So she kept at me, thankfully. And after about 4 or 5 months, I gave the product a go. And after being the sick kid all of my life and going through all of those different things, I can honestly say I've never felt so alive. And a bit emotional. When you get an opportunity to share that with someone else, which is what Susie and the other girls will go into with the business later, it's so beyond fruit and vegetable capsules. You have an opportunity in front of you, whether or not you are looking at the product or the business, to change your life and also potentially the lives of people around you. And I sleep better, I'm clearer in my mind, and I just feel like I am more me than I've ever been. And it's simply from fruit and vegetables. And Juice Plus is not about replacing your fruits and vegetables. Juice Plus is about helping you to bridge your gap from what you're eating to what you should be eating. And I think in the beginning I was a bit sort of concerned that if I started taking Juice Plus, then I'll forget to eat fruit and veggies and I'll just be like, oh, well, I don't need it because I've got the capsules. But no, actually I started eating more because my body craved it more. So yeah, that's my story. It's a wonderful product and I'm just so passionate about it. I just want to share quickly that I just had a message from my old high school drama teacher who I haven't seen for 10 years, whose daughter has been in and out of hospital with asthma. Every time she gets sick, she gets asthma. She's been on the product for 3 weeks. And this last bout of sickness, she avoided hospital for the first time, and they don't even know how long. So, it's just, there are no words. So if you're thinking about it, please it's 4 months of your life. Don't be an idiot. Just do it. You'll regret it for the rest of your days if you don't, I promise.
Oh, wow. Thank you, darling. And it's, Kiara was one of the people that I watched struggle for so long, and I was so scared to share it because of what she might have thought I was trying to cash in on her pain, and that was not what I was after. I just knew what I had done in my system, and I wanted that for her. I so desperately wanted that for her. So, so many years later, to see the sister that you never had thriving, and now we get to work together, and like we just got back from Melbourne winning, it's no one can no one can tell you how that is meant to feel. You don't even know yourself. So thank you, honey, for sharing that. And I'm going to get the beautiful Kate on here to share your story, hon. If you just want to tell us what was happening in your life before Juice Plus, and then why you decided to take it and what you found, that would be wonderful.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Kate. Kind of bit scared about talking on the call because I don't usually talk, but I'm having a go. So I've been in the business for just over 3 months, and I've been on the product for about 6 months, and I have to say that it has changed my life. So been seeing Kiara's posts on Facebook and kind of sitting back and watching what she's been cooking up, and sounded pretty good. So I thought I would give her a little message on Facebook. And I have suffered from depression and anxiety my whole life, and have been on antidepressants since I was about 18. So a long-term user kind of thing, and obviously still working towards that goal of not having to ever be on medication. But Juice Plus has certainly helped me along my way. I've been able to reduce my medication dose, and just feel so much better, so much more energy. Just the whole community, it just makes me feel like I actually belong somewhere. And that's a huge thing for me because, that's kind of one of the things that kind of gets you down on those days is not feeling like you belong anywhere. So I have, my beautiful friend Kiara to thank for that. So I also just want to mention before I go that I got Mum to support me. Obviously, she wanted some more energy and get on the fruit and veggie capsules. Mum has been a long-term sufferer of chronic migraines. So for probably about, 30, 40 years, since she was 12, and she's 59 now. So, and she has not had a migraine for 3 months, the 3 months that she's been on Juice Plus. She still gets headaches, but she has not had one migraine, and she used to get at least 2 a week. And, I'm talking like vomiting, nausea, like awful. So, cried so many happy tears about this. Like, not only has it helped me, but, it's changed my mum's life, and she can actually say, when people ask her how she is, that she's doing well. And, for that, you can't put a price or a value on that whatsoever.
Oh, so, thank you, honey. And, I've had the pleasure of meeting your mummy, and she's the cutest little thing. So to hear that, just, you never know what this product's going to do. And it is just fruit and veg. It's just nutrients in the body that, when your body's flooded with these amazing nutrients, it goes to work. I don't know where it's going to go to work. I don't know what organ it's going to show up into, or if it's going to come out your skin or what have you. The body knows it has its own hierarchy system. It knows what it needs, and it goes to work. So that's what, hearing these stories, if I asked everyone on this call who's on Juice Plus to share their story, every individual would have something completely different. And this is why we are so passionate about not just sharing this product, but sharing the mission. Because to me, and I know that every franchisee on this call would agree, that knowing what we know, hearing these stories day in, day out, they are real. And this is not my obligation. This is not just a business to me. This is my responsibility. This is my true responsibility to get out and share this with other people. And the reason that this is our mission and when we're sharing this business is because we need more people to share this. I can't speak to 1,000 million people a day. So we need to have other people join our mission and join us to share and create massive health changes for our communities, not just locally, but around the world. So before I cry, I'm going to hand over to Suze, who's going to tell you about our mission and why we do it. And we're going to hear some stories from some of these other beautiful people on the call.
Hey everyone, good to see all your beautiful faces online tonight. So I'll just start with a little bit about me. For those that you don't know me, I'm 41-year-old. I have 3 young kids, loving being a mama, but when that sort of comes into our lives, we lose a lot of ourselves. So for me, Juice Plus has been an amazing vehicle. I'm remedial massage therapist by trade, and you know, it's trading time for dollar all the time. And when my first boy came along, he was 2 months preemie, and both of us nearly didn't actually make it out the other side. And a lot of it was from working in my field, doing a manager's position up on Lizard Island and doing 50, 60 hours a week while I was pregnant. And so I sort of got burnt out and didn't really want to get back into massage. I still do a little bit here and there, only because people make me. But at the time, I was knowing that I had to go back to work when my second daughter was about 1, and my beautiful friend Anira that's here came up and showed me the product. She knew that I was health minded, but, you know, as massage, I was always working on the outside and knew what I should be eating. But, you know, 2 young kids, I was trying to get the best into them and always forgetting about me. So for me, 4 years ago, Juice Plus brought me back to me out of that zombie mum stage, where I was really, really struggling every day. But then when I looked at the business opportunity, it just made sense to me. You know, it was something that I could do with my kids beside me. I can do it nowadays with this technology of Zoom. It's awesome. You know, I can be here in my PJs and a cup of tea and working while the kids are in bed. Or a lot of the times we choose to go to cafes and do it at cafes because, let's face it, that's what we like to do as women, isn't it? So, yeah, for me, the business has meant that I haven't had to go back to trading that time for dollar. And as massage therapist as well, I never ever put away any super for myself. And also, it was exhausting. It was really exhausting. Whereas now when I'm working, I'm actually, my energy goes through the roof because I'm so passionate about this and what we're doing and what we're doing in the world, helping so many people. As Candy said, you know, especially with her being a PT as well, you can only help so many people. But with this, we're just seeing our community growing day by day by day. And it's just beautiful to see that we're doing it through health and helping people with their wealth. So to give you a little bit about the business tonight, we'll just hold this one up for you. So nearly all businesses, traditional businesses we know, come in this pyramid form where you've got the CEO at the top, and then you've got like your board of directors. I'm not going to write it all out tonight. Regional managers, store managers, and then you've got people down here, like you check out people. But this structure also works, you'll see it in the churches, in the army. Basically, this is our traditional structure of business. What I really, really love about our business, because in this business, if you're down the bottom here, it's pretty hard to work your way up to the top. You know, a few people might get through there through a lot of hard work, persistence, and as they go up, also their hours increase. So even though they're getting the bigger dollars up here, if you ask me to be a CEO of a company, I don't think I'd want to do it for that money, because that means that I'm going to miss out on my family and, you know, time with my kids and seeing my kids grow up. So I could do it, mind you, but I just don't want to. No. And so what we have with our business here is we flip it upside down here. So everyone comes in at a level, what's called the VF, and we all get to work our way through. And the best thing about this is the way I live my life, and the why I love it so much is because we're all helping people up to this position, NMD, and you can do as little or as much as you want with this business. You're not going to get punished along the way. When you make these levels, you keep these levels. If you fall off for a year because you have a baby and you don't want to put as much into your business or something like that, they're not actually going to take these levels off you. So on this way, the 3 ways we get paid in this business is through, such neat writing, retail profit. So as you have customers come on and they're having their Juice Plus and they're loving it, you'll get a retail profit off every box there. And then as you go up these levels as well, you'll also get added commission there as well going up. And then the third way we get paid is through bonuses. So as I said, I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail on the business tonight. If you're excited after tonight and you want to find out more, that's where the person that invited you or one of us can sit down and really give you the detail on this so you can really nut it out and understand it. But just to give you an idea, like with the bonuses, another thing, I love this business, can you tell? Is that with the bonuses is I'm bringing on some team and helping them to achieve their goals and kick their goals and get their bonuses. The company actually pays me for teaching them as well. So just within my team's kicking goals in the last couple of months has meant an extra on top of my retail and commission. I've actually earned over 2,400 in bonuses as well. It's like play money. So that's my money that I haven't had for 4 years being a mama, that I go, hey, I'm going to go and get those winter boots that I've always wanted, but I've always felt guilty about spending $200 on. And so it's just, it's one other thing, another thing I love, I keep saying that tonight, don't I, is being able to empower other people to do that, you know, because there's so many people struggling out there. They're either struggling in a job, as we call a job, just over broke, that they're working their whole out and they're tired, they're depressed, and they're still only just making ends meet. They've got more month at the end of their money. I love having this opportunity that people can do in their lunch breaks or when they get home from work or talking to their workmates about, to help them get out of the debt cycle or wherever they're at and they need to get that step further. And then you've got like PTs, massage therapists, people like me, like Candy. Candy was probably smarter than me and actually started putting away super. But yeah, by the time I'm retiring, there's not going to be any super. So what do I do then? So building this business, and it's a residual income, which I'll touch a little bit on, but that gives me the opportunity then to actually retire. And I love this business so much, I can actually see myself retiring into the business. So how do we do it? It's really simple. We have what we call UTR. This is how simple it is. You use the product, you become a product of the product. You heard the stories just before. When you start taking it, you know what it's doing for you. And when we have people that are incidental franchisees, they just have had such good results for their family on the products that they start telling everyone, and all of a sudden they actually have a business happening underneath them, where it's either just paying for their product, or if they want to look at it more seriously, then, you know, we help them to get where they want to be. So you tell people about it and you recommend it. That's pretty simple, yeah? I think it is anyway. And so then we have the teach to teach. So you're bringing on the customers and you have people that are interested in the business and wanting to do the business. So all we need to do is teach someone else. So as I said, Dee up here, she asked me to take a look at the product. I loved it so much, joined the business. Then one day I decided to get out of my comfort zone and asked my auntie who she knew that might be interested in the business. I knew she wasn't, but I just picked up the phone and she said, oh, I know Candy that is Matt's partner in the gym. And so I went in and saw her. And then Candy becomes my franchisee here. So here, as you're seeing, you don't need to know a huge amount of people. You just sometimes need to think outside the box. I didn't know Candy before. And, you know, she's one of my best friends now. It's awesome. And so then Candy asks Kiara, and Kiara asks Kate. So as you can see, we're not actually, we do work as a team and do team training, but basically we're teaching to teach, to teach, to teach. So you're not having to bring on hundreds and hundreds of people. And it works what we call like the popcorn effect. So there's me here, and I might just get 3 people to join my business. But then These people ask 3. And as you can see, it just starts to go, and you end up with even people down here that you don't even know in your business. And so we get paid 5 levels down through our pay plan. And as I said, you're also getting paid to teach your front line there as well. So it just grows organically after a while, and that's the beauty of what we're seeing in our community at the moment, is there's so many beautiful souls coming in and joining our team and helping us spread this message of health. So I'm going to hand it over to Beck Riley. Beck's been in the business a little while with us now, and yeah, if you want to take yourself off mute, honey, and share your story.
Thanks, Susie. Yeah, I've been in the business for a couple of years now, and I guess when I look back, the reason I've just seen my batteries running low. Hopefully we get through this. The reason I got into the business was because I was actually looking for something. I looked at my life and I just went, is this it? Is this all there is to life? And can you hear me? Yeah, okay, good. And I sort of thought, okay, we've got a house, we've got 2 kids, we've both got stable jobs, but we were bored and I felt like we were stuck in a rut. So I sort of started putting some feelers out, and I did have a look at some other MLM companies, and nothing really grabbed me. At the same time, I had a cupboard full of vitamins and was taking them because I needed them, and nothing was, I felt okay, but I wasn't firing. So then Fee sort of said to me, why don't you start taking Juice Plus? And of course, like everyone else, I was very skeptical to start with, and said, no, I'm not going to take those fruits and vegetables. I get enough in my diet already. But then eventually, once I did take them, I just went, wow, okay, now I know what she's talking about. So after a couple of months of taking the product, I decided that I would do the business as well. And I guess the main reason I looked at the business was because I didn't have to buy a whole stock of products to have in my cupboard. A lot of the other ones that I looked at, you had to buy this whole product range before you could even, start your business. And that was really appealing to me. So I basically just had to buy my own product and it was done. And then I only had to share. All I had to do or have to do now is share my story. And I love that. The other thing I loved was that there's a blueprint. It was really, really easy to learn how to do the business because there was people around me supporting me, and I didn't have to do it on my own. Someone was there to hold my hand for as long as I needed it and give me all the support I needed. So I guess looking back now, I'm still loving the results. Things are still moving along with my health. And every, couple of months I'll notice another change, even still 2 years on. And the other thing I love is, my kids are in bed and I'm able to share my story here online tonight. I get to work as much or as little as I want. And my check reflects the amount of people that I've actually helped with their health. So a big thing to me is inspiring healthy living. And I get to do that every day. So apart from teach, the kids, I actually get a bit of adult time and get to inspire and share my health story as well. So thanks, Susie.
Thanks, Beck. That was awesome. And I love what you said there too with the support and the community that we have. I too looked at another multi-level marketing back in the mid-90s, and I was basically asked to buy into a level, which you can't do in our pay plan, which I really, really love. And once I got to that level, there was no support. It was like I'd helped someone do something. I don't know what it was. And then they didn't care about me anymore. And it's why I was quite hesitant in the beginning to actually come back into network marketing again, because I had that burn, so to speak. And yeah, but once I saw the community, it was one of the biggest things to me. And even that runs through right from our head office through to, it's not just in your team, you'll find sideline buddies, and you know, there's so many people that all working together, and if you ask for help from someone, I've never heard of anyone saying no. So that's the beauty of it. You're not in this alone, and you get the help wherever you need it. And as I said, from head office as well, what they do for us, you're not asked to buy stock. You're not asked to handle credit card payments. You put your customers' orders in, and head office pretty much take care of everything. And that's for $137.50 a year. I know that if I was paying my accountant to do what they were doing, it certainly wouldn't be that low. So I'll hand over to you now, Kel. Kel's just recently joined us, and we're so blessed to have her on our team. She's just done amazing things in, has it even been a couple of months yet, Kel?
I think we've just hit 45 days.
Talk away.
So for anyone that doesn't know me, my name's Kelly, and I am also a mum of 3. And previously in my life, I have worked for myself, and I have had to do all of the things that a business requires. And it was a long time for me to say yes to Susie, because I had mummy guilt about spending money on myself, as I felt that I should be steering the ship and looking after the family. And at the end of the day, I was like, you know, I'm worth it. I really need to feel well to look after my family. So I got on board, and I took my capsules, and I've ended up getting my whole family on them. And at that point, I couldn't say no to joining the team. The results have been so life-changing for our family. We have a daughter with type 1 diabetes who's also celiac. So the changes in her have been phenomenal. And my beautiful skeptical husband, I hear him outside now preaching away to about Juice Plus. And just for a little note, he is having his first night shift since taking Juice Plus. And he said it's the first time ever in 6 years of night shift that he hasn't had a headache. And that's really big for him. So we are so new to it, and I don't have the experience that the other girls have, but what I do have is the passion. And if I could stand out in the street and yell out to everyone, you need to have Juice Plus, I would, because I don't know anyone, I honestly can't think of anyone that wouldn't benefit from having more nutrients in their body. I don't understand how it could not be good for you. It's affordable, it's great. And the big thing for me to join the company was the community. I had joined the 8-week transformation program, and the girls were so supportive. And I was like, do you know what? I really like these girls. I think these girls could be my weirdos. They could be my tribe. I'm going to give it a go. What the hell? It's not the right time for me. It's none of those things. But I'm not going to say no to this opportunity. Opportunity comes, and you have to choose whether you say yes or no. So I just jumped on board, and rang some of my good mates. I'm like, I got to tell you what I'm doing. And some of my friends went, yeah, I got to do it too. You're excited. I'm excited. We're going to do it. And I was like, all right, we'll just give it a go. So we have, and I'm about 45 days in now and 2 promotions later. And I can see that this is a way for the future. We're a 1-income family, and, you know, I might pay the groceries with this. So I might pay the yearly holiday. I don't know, I might get to pay the house extension. I don't know how far it's going to go for me, but I'm really excited about what's unfolding. I'm excited that people want to feel well. I'm so excited to do a job where the things that I will do for someone, sharing my story, could change their life by them saying yes. I love all the things about it. I don't have to work overtime. I don't have to work extra days. It's just the people that want to know find you. And if you follow up with them and have a chat, everyone wants to feel well. They really do. And we've got this chance to hand it to them. And if they love it, they can jump on board and create some wealth for themselves. So that's my little story, a young, fresh one, but it's an exciting one. So thanks, girls, for letting me share.
It's very exciting, Kel. And what you've been doing in these last couple of months is really just, it's setting you up to have a business that's got your back. And that's a thing I learned. As I said, I've got 3 kids. One of them was a not expected kid for my 40th. And it threw me a curveball. And as I said, I'd touch on what residual income is, and it didn't really hit me until he was born. And that was a December. And the 2 months after that, I didn't do much but maintain my business. I looked after my customers that were shipping. I touched base with my team, but I basically had baby moon and hung out with my family for 2 months. And for those 2 months, I still got paid because I'd done the work like Kel's just done. She's setting herself up with a business that's got her back. And, you know, so many times unexpected things happen in our lives, you know, unexpected deaths, divorce, debt, diseases, things that knock us out. And to see when you've done that hard work and with this business how you'll still get paid, it's amazing that we've got that within our business. And yeah, I'll hand it back to you, Candy, now. I won't run over time, and we can wrap it all up.
Well, you know, this is what we love to do, and we're doing it no matter what. That's the thing. We have so much passion and so much love for what we do, and the people we get to hang out with, the people we get to talk to, the people we get to travel with, and, you know, more importantly, the people we get to help. So, you know, this is real. This is something that everybody can do. We're not scientists. We're not, you know, academics, or, you know, some of us are, I guess, too. But, you know, it's something that if you have a passion, if you have a willingness to help people, to ask questions, to listen to people, and to care, and to really serve others, then this quite possibly could be the fit for you. If you're looking for something because you just aren't jumping out of bed on a Monday going, woohoo, I can't wait to start my week. If you're not thriving, if you're not feeling like you are in the most energetic, vital body that you possibly could be in, then you maybe need to ask some more questions, because we are born to thrive. We are born to live the best life possible. And unfortunately, we're just being conditioned to just accept what's given to us. And that's what we get to do, is challenge. And we love working with people who want to challenge what their current circumstances are. Because we're not trees, we can change, we can move, we can do whatever we want. It's just having the balls to do it and to say yes and figure it out later. So, you know, if this interests you, whether it's the product, the business, speak to the person who invited you onto this call. If you want some more info, I'm like the person who loves the science and all the details, so reach out to me. Or, you know, there's so many other people out there that you can do that with too. We've got loads of links. Our company has our back. I have 100% confidence in our product, in our company, in our business. And, you know, so to say that is pretty massive. So if it might not be for you, and that's totally cool as well. We have no expectation on anyone, but just think if there's someone that this could help or this might resonate with, who you love and adore, maybe just send this link to them, or maybe share the person's contact details who you know, so maybe you can help someone else. So we're here, we're real, we're here to help people and inspire, and just to allow you to really step into your greatness and live your most vibrant life. So thank you so much for joining, guys, and I look forward to seeing you on next week's call, and bring all of your loved ones. Peace out.